hello everyone. Welcome back to Riri's Nursery. Well, I wish I was sleeping as peaceful as this little cutie, but I just wanted to pop in today and do a little Talk About It Tuesday. So I'm going to get this camera turned around and be right back. Well, hello friends. Welcome back to Riri's Nursery. So you guys, I am coming in to do this video because at first I wasn't going to, but then I remembered it is the last Tuesday of the month. And my dear sweet dolly sis Alana she does her her Alphabet Tuesdays, and so she had already announced her letter B, which that's what we're on with this month. And so I needed to come in. I was like, oh, I got to come in and do the letter. Also, it is Talk About It Tuesday, so since I am doing that, I said, oh, I can come in and do a Talk About It Tuesday because that is by Malrissa over at Mariah Diane's Nursery. She had her Talk About It Tuesday today, so I'm going to piggyback off of that. And I made sure I wrote notes because I'm good to forget things and start rambling, and then I'll be like, okay, I don't remember, and I'm just stopping. So with Alphabet Tuesday, Alana did talk about, for the letter B, she talked about box openings and then business when it pertains to the reborn hobby. And then Malrissa talked about the doll show and her experience. So I'll have her video tag below, as well as Alana's video for the letter B. And I came in, so it is the letter B. I was going to piggyback a little bit off of what she was talking about, but my letter B will also include Barbie. So I decided I'm going to open this one up that just came in today, and I figured I might as well open it with you guys. Also bringing in my sweet Sleeping Beauty over here at Kiyoshi. This is my Kiyoshi Journey, and she is one of my favorite silicones, I have to say. She stays in her little sleeping bed here that I keep her wrapped up in each night, and she sleeps actually on the side of my bed. So she's one that stays very close. Now I have my other ones that are in this cabinet, but she has the honor of staying within arm's reach. So when I want to look at her, I just pull her out, stare at her. I recently changed her into this cute little Winnie. Rudely interrupted by an alarm on my phone, and I forget to turn my alarm off after remembering. Anyway, I changed her recently into this cute little jean. It's a Winnie the Pooh outfit. I got it from Target. One thing I love about her is her silicone. She is so soft and feels so real to touch. But she has this cute little Winnie the Pooh. Something over, there's Piglet on this side and Winnie. And I'm going to see Piglet and looking at a butterfly. But look how soft. She is so soft. So soft. She is such a little squish, soft babe. And so she's not one that you would just pick up, but you have to really cradle her head, cradle her body. You have to really be careful with her. But she does have armatures in her arms and legs, which help with providing that structure for her. But because of her softness, you really got to support the whole baby. And so look how cute I love her face. And she was painted and brought to Silicone Life by Cheryl Martin, and I just love her. She's so special. And also for the fact that Cheryl is way in Australia, so I've got myself a little Australian baby. I love it. I love me a little Aussie. There we go. All right, so the doll that I got in, so I got this doll in today. I also got some doll clothes I had ordered off of Mercari that this one's going to be put onto a Barbie doll. And then this guy, it's a guy. Let me get that open. So he is so cute. He's the last of my little orders that I have coming in. So he is from the Barbie movie, the Asian Ken. And I'm actually going to change his clothes because I got another Asian Ken that I recently purchased, and I want to swap the clothes. That I'll put this on him and that outfit on him. Let me get him open, and then I'm also going to grab my Ken that I'm going to swap his clothes with. So I figured I should just do it all while I'm here, and I can do my Talk About It Tuesday and my Alphabet Tuesday, which is the letter B, like I said. That's Barbie representing. All right, so this is the Ken that I'm switching. He's one of the BMR 1959 Ken dolls, Barbie dolls. And I am taking this whole outfit off of him and putting it on this one, and I'm just swapping. I was really happy to get him, and because I loved the look of him. I like that he has this, look at his hair. He's got the top knot. I thought that was so cool. But like I said, didn't think I was going to get this Ken. But I told my husband that I really like this one. And so he got me this one. Because he was on Amazon. And I was just like, ooh, I would really like him. So I got him before, as I told you guys, I'm having my no spin July. Okay, I don't even know where I left off. My kids were outside screaming because they stepped in an ant pile. So I went and had to go take care of some fire ants, and I'm back. But like I think I was saying, my husband did give me this doll off of Amazon, so I'm excited he came today. And like I said, I've got the 2 outfits that also came in, and I'm going to change his clothing while we talk and do a little talk about it Tuesday. So let me get my little notes that I had made. So first, and they kind of go together with the talk about it Tuesday and then the letter B. Because like I said, you'll see what Alana was talking about when it comes to box openings and business with the Reborn hobby. And something that I would say around box openings is when I first started getting Reborn dolls and collecting in the beginning, I looked forward to like the big box opening. Like, oh my gosh. And I got that with Lena, because she was really, to me, I would watch a lot of videos of people who would get her dolls, and she'd have such beautiful big box openings, and I loved them. I enjoyed getting them when I did. But I quickly started realizing I would still nest. And after a while, I was just like, I really just want the baby. I just really want, whether it be vinyl or silicone, I want the baby. Because I'm going to nest either way it goes. And for me, a wonderful box opening is truly a well-made doll. However, on the skill level of the artist. Because you should do your research when you are picking an artist for a doll that you want. And so when you thoroughly vet them, then you should know what baby you're getting from that person. So whether they're a beginning artist or a seasoned advanced artist, then it should be to the best of that artist's ability. So I expect to get that when I'm, shopping. And then I would like, I think a blanket is cute. Have the baby in a cute little outfit. And a lovey is nice if they, if they do it. Pacifier, even though my pacifiers are really decoration, because like for her, where's hers? This is her pacifier, and she never uses it. It's decoration. It's there with her little lovey, and it's just decoration. So I don't even bother to put it in her mouth, because I try to be so careful with their mouths, because I don't want any ripping. Even though I have some, I do have some of the little silicone gel that not the silicone, but it's like a little lubricant, water-based lubricant or something that you can put it on there, but I still get paranoid, and so I don't use it. So this is his stand, which I love. I just ordered, I just today actually ordered from Amazon some doll stands for my collection, because as you all, if you watched my my last video, I did like a little sneak peek of some of my dolls. So he's got his own little doll stand there. And I love his box. I give this to my daughters. They like to do little dioramas, but they'll take these picture backgrounds and then they will cut them out and use them with their dolls. So this comes in handy and does not go to waste. But I was saying that I like, with box openings, I like to, now I just look for a well-made doll and just a beautiful presentation. And so I love it. Or if the artist has like one new outfit, if they found something that they like and they think is really sweet to bring the baby home in, great. I know one of my dear Dolly, like, well, not one, like my dear sweet sis from Put a Bonnet on It Nursery, Tanya, and then Alicia, they are so creative. They come up The way they come up with box openings, they're so creative. I'm gonna say this for my daughters, but they're so creative in how they'll put a box together with a theme. And my mind is not there yet. You know, when I sell a doll on, I try to still make it a beautiful presentation, of course, but I don't go arts and craft with it, because I don't have that type of time to really sit and do that. Unless I know ahead of time, or if I really try to prep myself, but I'm not there yet. So I've got my guy out. Look at him. He is so cute. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. One thing I wish they wouldn't put those, the little peg things, the little tie strips into the back of their heads. It's so annoying. But one thing I can do, I try to push it through. Now he does have rooted hair. This Ken has rooted hair. So I'm going to go ahead and change him. And this is a one-piece jumpsuit that he's wearing. So we'll go ahead and take this off. And he does have some articulation. It's not full range, but he's got it at the elbows and the wrists. And then it feels like the knees. He's got it. He's not like, I'll show you with, he's considered a made to move, fully articulated, and I'll show you that in just a second. But he is articulated, but he's not a full made to move. And I'm going to show you what the difference is. Okay, so I've got his clothes off. So let me show you the difference. Now they're both wearing underwear, sculpted in, made to move. Now he's articulated, so you can see the knee. I just haven't taken the tab off of his knee yet, but he's got the elbow, wrist, and the knees, but not at the ankle. So this is still decent articulation. Full articulation is his ankles move, as you can see that, down and up. His knees go all the way back, so he can do that, and his legs rotate. And then the same with his arms. It moves at the shoulder, the upper arm, elbow, wrist, and then his torso. As you see that little, that's movement right there at the torso. There we go. If you can see that, there's movement right there at this part of the torso. So he can kind of swivel and sway. And then his head moves really well as well. And I want to say this, let's see. Yeah, he's got good neck movement. So he's got good movement there. So I'm excited, but I really wanted to get him. He also has these moles coming down his face. Ah, love it. So I'm going to swap their clothing. Now I also will say the difference, he's a lot more wiggly than he is, but I still love the made to move. I really do like that. So I'm happy to have that. So like I was saying, when it comes to box openings, I have noticed over time I'm more simpler, because I already have, clothing here in my house. Plus, I'm going to shop for my doll. So I can understand, though, if someone's new and they want to experience that, they're going to want the box opening. They're going to want that. The sculpting on his hands, look at that. It's so, I don't know if you could tell. It's so realistic. It's such, the definition of the knuckles and everything. It's really, really realistic. But yeah, so that was about box openings. Now, she did touch on business. Now, Alana is an artist and a collector. So she would look at it in a different way with business. For me, I'm only a collector, but the business where I get touched on is when I resell. I'm on reborns.com. So when I resell, I want to maintain being professional, which I think all artists should do, maintain that professionalism. If someone asks questions, I want to make sure I'm asking those questions. I try to think of what pictures I would want. But if I miss something, I know if I get asked a question, if someone asks me a question, I try to make sure I take that picture so I can remember, hey, okay, they're asking me that question. So I got to try to keep in mind when I take pictures of this babe to include that, or I update the listing, because they could ask me something that I didn't think to put in the listing, so I try to update the listing. So I always try to be professional when it comes to business. Something that I noticed with the doll show when I've been seeing people's videos, I saw it more prevalent in the videos. They might have had it in California's doll show. I didn't pay attention to a lot of the tables, but I know it's something people ask for, that they'll ask for friends and family. That is such a pet peeve of mine when it comes to selling, because you're selling. You're selling an item. and this is your business. You know, you want people to respect you as a business, as a small business, but then you want your clients to pay friends and family when we are neither friend nor family. Now, and I don't want to say fully, because I do have some artists who I consider friends. And I don't pay friends and family. I pay the price, what it is. I don't mind doing friends and family if, hey, I forgot to add shipping. So let me hurry up and do friends and family right quick if I have the cash. But I said, and I want to say I've said this before, but what people have to understand, especially if you're not paying cash, because a $8,000, $7,000, $9,000 doll, if you don't have the cash lying around, you're most likely charging it. And if you charge that and you pay friends and family on it, it's going to cost you more money as the buyer. It's not hurting the one who's getting, the seller. But you as the buyer, you're going to feel that. But hey, if you're paying all cash, enjoy your friends and family. Just know you have zero protection. And that's one thing people have to be mindful of. I know artists are trying to protect themselves by doing friends and family, but for the buyer, you have no recourse. So just be careful with that. But hey, if you like it and you love it, good for you. On the other hand, when I see friends and family, I'm just like, I'm good. I'll find another doll. And in the beginning, I have to say, when I was beginning, like really shopping for the dolls, I wanted the doll. I was like, oh, I want to experience that. So you think, okay, I'll do the friends and family. And all it took was one time that I did a friends and family on a credit card. I was hustling to get that bill paid off because they charge you like a cash advance. I was so not happy about that. I was like, no. So you get charged the interest on your regular interest of your credit card. Then you get charged the cash advance. So you're getting charged twice. And the artist doesn't care because the artist got their sale. But you're stuck with that. So that was a lesson learned for me. I just wanted his hair to lay down right here. So that was a lesson learned for me. And it's something that I just will sing it from the rooftop. And I want to share with people. Be careful with friends and family. Make sure it truly is a friend. And try your best to pay with cash if you're doing friends and family. That's one thing. If I have cash and it's a small purchase, like clothing, something like that, I will, I'll be like, okay, I don't mind doing a friends and family. But if it's a big purchase like a doll, like her or other doll, I am not doing friends and family for it. I could have the cash. I will personally not do friends and family. No. So here's my guy. Oh my gosh, he looks great in his little outfit now. Oh my gosh, he looks so good. Okay, let's get our other guy dressed over here. Oh, let me get him on his doll stand. So he is 100% complete. There we go. My guy is done. I love it. All right, so let me put him right here. Well, wait, I gotta put him, let me see if he'll stand up here so you guys can see him without falling over. There, he's good. All right, so let's get Mr. over here dressed. So that was something that I noticed when, I was watching people's videos. I noticed that they were, a lot of, on the tables were friends and family. Something that Malrissa brought up, and, you can watch her video. She was speaking about the prices at doll shows. I want to say that I think that when it comes to North Carolina or South Carolina, dolls of the world, I'm trying to remember. I think that there is the expectation that you can charge a little bit more at that doll show. And, if people are going to buy it, because one thing I wouldn't want to do is, I'm not going to tell them what they can charge, but I just know that artists have to, if you go in there with that realization that you spent the money to get there and you brought all these dolls, You know, hopefully you budgeted for the year to, you know, to say, okay, what would sell and what doesn't sell. And just be okay that if you go, maybe you sell one doll. And, you know, and then that's that. But you just have to go in with that realization that you might go in with your dolls and come out with those same dolls. But I know because one thing I have to say, when I went to California's doll show, the prices were good. I thought the prices were really good, and there was such a good variety at that show. I'm hoping next year it'll be the same, that the vendors that come out will do the same, have a lot of variety of options of things to get, and that the prices will still be good. But you just have to, you know, go in with that expectation of knowing, okay, it's a lot. And then that's why when I was seeing a lot of friends and family, and I was sitting there like, I'm seeing $6,000-$7,000 dolls, and you guys want somebody to come out of pocket, friends and family. I just thought that was but hey, if people do it, as long as you're happy, okay. I know me, okay. All right, look at this one. Now this looks great on him. I like this on him. Perfect. Now he's got it. Let's get the shoes on him. Yes. Woohoo! Yes, I like it. And his I have his dolls. He has a doll stand too. And I have it over by my desk, and I'll put it on him. But this looks good. I love it. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed my Talk About It Tuesday with the letter B, or brought to you by the letter B for Barbie, for business, for box openings, and just my little chat that I had with you today. Just know that when you go to doll shows, be prepared, or prepared. Because that's one thing that I will say that Malrissa did bring up, that, you know, just know what you're expecting. Just know what to expect. Because aside from the friends and family part, if you're going for a silicone, you know, make sure you save your money up, because it's gonna be expensive. And look at my guy here. Oh my gosh, he's so cool. I go to doll shows now just for the experience. I enjoy seeing what's new out there, meeting up with other doll collectors, seeing artists, seeing sculptors that are there, being enticed. Because at the California Doll Show, you guys, I only went with one doll in mind, and I got her. I'm so happy, my Kumiko. I only went with one doll in my mind, but I was fortunate enough to get some other things. I got a silicone at that doll show that I can't wait to share with you guys. So I went with just one doll in mind, but again, I went with the budget. And so that's what I think people, so that's for the letter B, budget, you guys. Stick to your budget. It's not easy, because we all want what we want, but do your best to have a budget and stick to it. You guys, these dolls, even these dolls are like Lay's potato chips. You can't eat just one. So you can't get just one, but they're also like tissues, like Kleenex tissues. When you pull one out, there's another one. So keeping in mind that, yes, you know that you don't want just one, but know that there's always going to be another one. So what you think is your dream baby today will be a memory tomorrow. And so there'll be a new dream baby. So keep that in mind. I never had her on my radar until I saw her by Cheryl. And she was not even supposed to be sold outside of Australia until Cheryl put her up. And this little dream became my dream once I saw her and I got her. So I wasn't even expecting her. So those are words to remember, is that just budget as best as you can and enjoy it. Enjoy the hobby. There's always something else. You know, you may not want to go as deep as this in a doll, but you can do this in a doll, or, you know, another doll, but have fun with it. So I hear my dogs. Someone's at my door. So you guys, from my nursery to yours, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.